Well, Glasgow, officially now one of the top 5 sporting cities in the world. And it's understandable why so many great sporting events and traditions here in Glasgow. So just one more quarterfinal for this afternoon's session. And it features the Olympic champions, Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi, up against the Chinese pair of Yixin and Xiaohan. Well, as far as the women's doubles draw is concerned, well, there's only 4 different nations involved. And 3 Japanese pairs, 2 Chinese pairs, 2 Korean pairs, and 1 Danish combination. The Danes, of course, the silver medalists at the last World Championships and silver medalists also at the Olympic Games. But here, the Chinese pair of Yixin
Have a good match, ladies.
and Xiaohan.
Have a good match.
And this quite remarkable that the #1 seeds, the world #1s, the Olympic champions, right. Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi.
Misaki, Ayaka, Bao, you. Bao, what's your choice? That's black, that's red. Which one do you want? They want the black side, so I'm flipping this over here. Black it is, you ladies won. What's your choice?
Eric Deveroche of Canada, our umpire.
Just a second here. Who's serving or receiving? Receive. Ayaka receive. Who's serving? Bao?
Well, while all that is sorted out, what I was going to tell you is that the #1 seeds, second consecutive time they've been the #1 seeds at the World Championships, and they were the #3 seeds at the 2 World Championships before that. And this is the first time they've ever reached as far as a quarterfinal. They'd never got past the last 16 before, so this is a very welcome advancement as far as the world #1s are concerned. 25-year-old Misaki Matsutomo from Izumi town in Tokushima, in the northeast of Shikoku Island in the south of Japan. Her partner, Ayaka Takahashi, is 27 years of age from Kashihara City in Nara Prefecture. They have been in 3 tournament finals so far this year, winning 2 of them. And as far as their matches here, they had a marathon yesterday against the bronze medalists from Jakarta 2 years ago, the #10 seeds, Fukuman and Yonao, 1 hour and 35 minutes. So there is Yixin, is 24 years of age. She'll turn 25 next month, playing in her 4th World Championships. And she has been world #1 with Tang Chinhua. Her partner is 22, so she also will celebrate a birthday next month. She'll turn 23 from Huaibei in Anhui province on east central China. And as far as they're concerned, well, they also had a tough match yesterday against teammates, #8 seeds, former world #1s, identical twin sisters, Liu Ying and Liu Yu. Dropped the second game, but that was only 1 hour and 8 minutes, whereas their opponents were on court for 1 hour and 35 minutes. So, as I was telling you, our umpire, Eric Deveroche of Canada, and our service judge, Robertus Tommy Oscariano of Indonesia. So this will actually be the second meeting between these 2 pairs. The only time they've met previously, it was won by the Chinese combination of Yixin and Xiaohan, which was in the quarterfinal of the Hong Kong Superseries at the end of last year. It's 3 games on that occasion. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was 3 games here again today.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Bao Yixin Yu Xiaohan, China. And on my left, Misaki Matsutomo, Ayaka Takahashi, Japan. Bao Yixin to serve to Ayaka Takahashi. Love all. Play.
So women's doubles quarterfinal. The number 14 seeds from China nearest to us as we're looking down on the court against the number 1 seeds and Olympic champions, Matsutomo and Takahashi. No, in Japan, there's Takamatsu.
Love.
Yeah, they like to make these abbreviations for their women's doubles pairs. They had the Okushia.
That's right.
Kumiko Ogura and Raika Shiota. Now Takamatsu.
Now, this is an interesting encounter, in my opinion, Steen, because whilst the number 1 seeds have no question great tournament results, as we've just witnessed, there is a question mark over the accuracy and confidence in the low serve of Misaki Matsutomo. She's been struggling in recent months with her low serve. And not only that, given their record in World Championships, this is their 5th World Championships, and prior to this year here in Glasgow, never beyond the last 16. Add to that, the only time these 2 pairs have ever met, the Chinese won. And I'm not sure I actually put the Japanese pair as favourites.
Oh, and I mean, Bao and they can play totally free because they're not really playing together as a pair anymore.
No.
And
2.
yeah, Matsutomo is and she's been struggling for quite a while, but it's not as obvious in women's doubles as, for instance, in mixed doubles, because you can easier get away with a flick serve in women's doubles. Actually, sometimes it helps you a little bit to flick.
Service over. 3-2.
Well, China's success in the women's doubles discipline over the years at the World Championships, ever since they have been part of the BWF, the Badminton World Federation. Only once since they've been part of the World Championships has Chinese pairs failed to win a women's doubles medal. Do you know what year that was?
Yes, I know. That was in 1995.
Lausanne. You're absolutely spot on. Total of 46 medals in the women's doubles discipline, Chinese pairs, including 19 golds. And that's from the 20 World Championships that they've contested, had players contesting.
Yeah. We saw that
yes.
shot Xiaohan. But not a really good flick serve in my opinion, but taken by surprise.
That was a loose, low serve again, and Bao Yixin was quick to pounce.
Yeah.
We should mention that Bao Yixin at the last World Championships was a silver medalist in the mixed doubles with Liu Chung.
Service over.
Yeah, at that
6,
time looked like
4.
they were very likely to qualify for the Olympics alongside with the Olympic champions, then Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, but didn't qualify after all, or wasn't selected. And Liu Cheng now playing men's doubles with Zhang Nan.
Yeah. So two male mixed doubles players who faced each other over the net 2 years ago in the World Championship final. Now a men's doubles combination and doing very well indeed.
7-4.
Good placement of the smash from Xiaohan.
5-7.
That was Huang Yachong on the coach's chair, wasn't it? Together with Zhang Jun.
Service over. 8-5.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Wang Yaxiong, who's just lost her mixed doubles quarterfinal. I think I know why that's possibly the case, because she used to partner Yu Xiaohan.
Yeah.
Add to that there's a women's doubles quarterfinal featuring a Chinese pair on the adjoining court as well.
And they're a little short of coaches because Pan Li is attending that other quarterfinal.
Nine, 5.
Trying to revive that sort of Chinese dynasty that has been going on for 20 World Championships.
Yeah.
Ayaka. Ladies.
Oh.
Play.
It's another grueling rally, isn't it?
Good work by the Japanese pair.
10-5.
Like you said, Jill, there was only 4 nations in the quarterfinals here, amongst them one Danish pair who is in many ways the outlier here, because women's doubles have for many years been dominated by China and Korea. And Japan has successfully challenged that, of course, got the Olympic
11-5.
champions here.
Yes, it was a wonderful gold medal in Rio for this pair. And it's been a wonderful start to this quarterfinal. 6-point advantage.
バハンドとかタイクロスこれ結構いいや。あと時間もし待ち方時間相持住打变速就行啊，没问题啊。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Of course, Japan have won a gold medal in women's doubles at World Championships. First ever World Championships 40 years ago
11-5.
in Malmo in 1977. Togonu and Ueno. Beat a Dutch pair in the final. Van Boesekum and Ruda. Marianne Ridder's son is now chair of the Players Federation.
Also remember Denmark getting a bronze medal in women's doubles that year. Well, the reason I mentioned Japan was that I wanted to get in with a stat that I find is amazing in women's doubles. I tried to check how many pairs China and Korea had within top 100 in women's doubles, and it turns out they have 6 pairs each, whilst Japan, they have 14 pairs within top 90. And there's no redundancy. That means that it's not like Takahashi is listed with another partner as well. It's 28 different players.
That's amazing.
A lot of Japanese players looking to go to Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Lots of competition.
What a super disguised drop shot with a wonderful angle from Xiaohan.
Service over.
Yeah,
6,
gets the thumbs up for
12.
that. Not surprised. Great shot.
Misaki.
Wow.
Misaki.
That was a golden opportunity for Matsutomo.
Oi,
Service over.
that's too steep.
13,
New Xiaohan.
7.
Stina, just picking up on that point you made about the number of pairs in the top 100 in the world rankings from Japan. How many in the top 10 or the top 20?
There's 4 pairs in top 10.
I thought there were.
Last
Misaki.
one just got in here.
Need to be ready.
This yesterday when the ranking was updated. I think the Olympic Games has been removed from
9,
the rankings.
13.
So the ones that did well in the Olympics have moved down, most likely.
Service over. 14-9.
I think we can erase the question mark
Service over.
with regards to
10,
Matsutomo's
14.
serve, because we can decide that it's not very good. One of the challenges when you're struggling with your serve is to maintain your level in the remaining part of the game, and sometimes that can be a little bit difficult when your serve is breaking down. So
because that just makes you anxious, because you know such a vital part of the game is lacking.
And you spent mental energy on it, on focusing on it, and the thing is that she's been struggling with it for quite some time, and is probably getting used to it. We see it also in mixed doubles with Ayaka, who's also struggling.
Service over.
Service fault called.
11,
Struck above the waist.
And then also, of course, adds enormous pressure to borderline decision to the partner serve, to Ayaka Takahashi, because she knows that Matsutomo's serve is a little bit insecure, and
16-11.
gotta be lucky to score a number of points in her serve.
I think the whole racket breaks here. I don't think it's a string. Yes, the whole racket broke. Look at that. My goodness gracious. That won't see another shuttle, will it?
$16-11.
Oh, it's going good.
I would challenge that if I were the Chinese pair.
17-11.
Very difficult to judge these sliding smashes. Oh, maybe it's
Yeah. It's gone well long.
18-11.
3 points away from this opening game. World number ones.
Wow.
Service over.
I would be inclined to challenge that as well if I were
18.
Matsutomo and Takahashi. Looks like she hit the hardest clear she possibly could.
No, it was just
Yeah,
wide.
it was wide.
Good call, line judge.
But it wasn't long.
Service over. 19-12.
It was a good punch clear down the centre of the court in between the two Chinese players. And it means that the Olympic champions
20, game point.
have game point opportunities here in the opening game of this quarter-final.
It's a strange game plan the Chinese pair have here, in my opinion.
Yeah, they just seem to be reactive. They don't seem to be...
Content in lifting.
Yeah. Can't just react to what your opponents do. You've got to, at some point, decide to dictate the pace and how you're going to win the rallies. It's long.
Service over. 13-20.
Second time of asking, and a good opening game by the Olympic champions.
Matsutomo, Ayaka, Takahashi, 21-13.
20 minutes for that 21-13 victory in the opening game for Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, level, play.
So one assumes that the Chinese coaches, which now have Zhang Jun and Pan Li on the coaches' chairs, same as the other women's doubles on the adjoining court, has finished. I assume the instruction is you've got to take more initiative yourselves. You just can't keep defending and reacting to whatever your opponents throw at you.
One love.
Really can't see any other way for the Chinese pair than that.
There's Pan Li.
Two love.
Well done.
Three
I suppose this is one of the very few downsides because there's so many positives about the World Championships that if a pair has swapped partnerships, the qualifying period for the World Championships ends so far in advance because, I mean, I'm looking at the Chinese pair here, Steen, and I'm sort of thinking they don't look comfortable playing together because the partnerships have been switched round, but they qualified as a pair even though they've now regularly been playing with other partners.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you do? I mean, you have a regular partnership, but that's not the one you're playing in the Worlds, and you're perhaps not practicing a lot together either, because this pair is perhaps the third Chinese pair, approximately third best possibility in the tournament. So sometimes it gets to look a little bit strange. And do you play your heart out when the partnership is already broken?
Well, you go and win a gold medal, I think they might be put back together again in regular tournaments.
Exactly. Maybe
But it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
5 low.
Japanese coaches pleased with that.
I have to say, so far, if I were one of the Chinese coaches, I would be disappointed with the effort.
6 low.
But of course, they've been split for some reason, so maybe it's
And we don't know what that is.
No.
I mean, is it a clash of personalities? Is it, you know, that one player feels that they could gain more success with another partner? Is it all the decision of the coaches?
And who has gone to a presumably better partnership than this one? Because, I mean, if you create 2 new pairs, highly unlikely that they're equal. So you've created a sort of hierarchy in the double by splitting them.
Good rotational play by the Japanese players. Yeah, big gap. And that's another indication that the understanding between the 2 Chinese players is not what it should be.
Yeah, and the body language, I mean, they're not really keeping close together in the pulse situations.
When we need to change the shuttle, don't squeeze it, okay?
Yeah, quite right too. And well spotted by the umpire if he
7
saw that.
low.
Like a cricketer interfering and affecting the cricket ball, isn't it? Oh yes, well worked. And this is where Misaki Matsutomo has improved enormously over probably last 2.5 years. Steen, the kills at the net, the interceptions at the net.
Yeah, she's just become dominant on the front court, and I think today she's also shown that she's become stronger in her attacking game. She's fired some smashes. It was mainly in the first game I noticed it, where they're really, really good in my opinion.
Yeah.
9
Well,
low.
this isn't hardly a contest at the moment.
No. Now, of course, we're speculating all kinds of different thoughts. The national China games have started, where the provinces play each other. And yeah, it's just really, really strange when you have a chance of winning a medal at the World Championships. they're not doing anything. It's like the Japanese have ordered a shuttle machine on court.
10 love.
But to be fair, the Japanese, they're putting a fantastic pressure on the Chinese.
Yes, yeah, they're playing well. And after that marathon third round encounter yesterday, I'm surprised at how sharp they're looking. There's no doubt about their fitness levels, the Japanese players. Very, very fit athletes.
But they started out with some long rallies here.
96 shots in that opening game.
Love, interval.
11 love. I can hardly believe it.
We want the dog.
Referee.
Well, this is very, very concerning for the Chinese pair. We were making all sorts of speculations, weren't we?
Yes, she wants to have that spray.
There's the spray on that
Part 1, 20
strapped knee.
seconds. Part 1, 20 seconds. Coach, thank you.
Heavily taped. The bandage there.
Coach,
Okay.
thank you.
She didn't go. Oh, it's that.
Oh, we're so far down in this match.
你可以比赛吗？好，你要快点了，时间够了。
I wouldn't actually be altogether surprised if they actually called it a day, because if there is an injury problem...
And if there's a risk of aggravating the injury, I mean, there's no way they're coming back in this match.
No, no.
Seems like they have one fresh leg each.
Well, Yixin has got
11
sort of
love.
that, not strapping,
Play.
but support on her arm as well.
I remember a Danish Thomas Cup campaign where Thomas Sture Lauritsen played doubles with Thomas Lund, and they were also injured, both of them. One could hit and one could run. But
And did they win?
no, they lost. They lost.
12 love.
Well, I cannot believe, since the new scoring came in 2006, with best of 3 games, 21 points. Oh, there we go.
Service
Well,
over.
that's just blown my theory that we've ever had a
12.
quarter-final with a game lost to love in World
No.
Championships. Come to that, at any Super Series or probably Grand Prix Gold level either. Yeah. You're right, Steen, about total
Service over.
dominance at the front of the court from
13
Misaki
1.
Matsutomo. Here's another example.
14 1.
Now that was a super serve, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's gotten confidence.
Service over. 2-14. Service over. 15-2.
Well, regardless of the injury problems, this has been a little disappointing, Steen.
Yeah, it has been disappointing. And
that was a bit better by the Chinese pair.
3-15.
that's well played.
4-15.
Oh, well taken by Bao Yixin.
5-15.
And we're shown glimpses of what could have been, but way too inconsistent. The Chinese performance. One of the challenges for Takahashi and Matsutomo now is that they've sort of been more or less put to sleep in the beginning of this second game, and now they've fallen to a lower percentage in their own game, and then suddenly Xiaohan and Bao Yixin are playing good enough to challenge that level.
Oh, delightful block. No, they've just been lulled into it, really, haven't
Exactly, exactly.
16.
And they know they're winning.
7.
So perhaps trying to save a little bit too much energy.
Service over. 8-16.
It's very, very human, that reaction from the Japanese pair, but I prefer that they just played all out and took a whole lot of confidence with them into the semi-final.
Yeah. Not only confidence, but sharpness, especially after such a long match yesterday.
Yeah.
9-16.
Need to the last 10 points, actually, to the Chinese pair now. Oh, this is extraordinary. It couldn't happen, could it, Steve?
I don't think so. But
11,
they've totally
16.
fallen asleep.
14-1 and 15-2 up.
Misaki.
Now the Japanese coach is directing things.
I can hardly believe what I'm seeing.
It's totally the opposite.
12-16. Let Misaki get ready.
Exactly my words. (14-1) was the lead, right?
And 15-2.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the last 11 points. 11 of the last 12 points.
16.
This should not happen, in all honesty, from Olympic champions. If you were their coach, I think we might see
17,
a little bit of, dare I say, anger at them going off the boil.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're trying. It's just that they've gone to sleep. They've been lulled into this full sense of
They've
security.
been lulled to sleep, and
Yeah.
and they just can't get back into it. And it means that they don't take the same amount of confidence that they should.
Service over. 14-17.
There was me joking a little earlier, saying I've never seen a pair or player lose
To 0.
to 0. I thought it was a distinct possibility at one stage. 12 love up they were. And then there was a service error.
Yeah. The linesman is also
It's your call.
quit.
Oh, dear me. Yes.
Challenge.
Well,
You challenge.
quite frankly, the
Call
umpire should have
in.
overruled that. The line judge didn't make a call at all.
No.
But I'm pretty certain that was so far out. Almost hit the picking carpet. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but
Just a little. Yeah.
yeah.
And he called it in
Correction.
when he was
out.
asked.
15-17.
This has been the strangest match of the tournament.
It has. And the Japanese players will be getting more and more nervous.
Yeah. They probably also expected perhaps that the Chinese pair withdrew at some point.
What's going on? So a 3-point advantage and 3 points away from a place in the semi-final.
But a little bit more concentration from the Japanese pair. When they were 15-2 up, they would have been in the bus right now on their way to the hotel.
Well, she's got a powerful smash as you, Xiaohan. As demonstrated there.
18.
And they got to take control of the rallies, Matsutomo and Takahashi. The defense has totally fallen apart.
It's gone wide.
Service over. 19-16.
That's a good angle.
Service over. 17-19.
What can you say? I mean, it's not like the
18,
Japanese have
19.
played ridiculous shots or anything, or tried to play show badminton.
No. Having been 13 points adrift.
Play.
Good serve. The back level. Extraordinary.
19-all.
2-15 down. And now 19 all. Even the Chinese coaches can hardly believe it. So this next rally will decide whether it's going to be a match point or a game point. Indeed, a match point opportunity for the Olympic gold medalists Misaki, Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi.
20.
Oh, what drama.
Match point 19. You.
Matsutomo serving.
Flick, what do you reckon? Does she have the courage?
100% flick.
Yep. It's gone wide, it's 20 all.
Misaki, Matsutomo challenge.
No, you
Call
won't get that,
out.
I don't think. Well, it's worth a challenge, why not? If you prove right, it's match over. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Clearly out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 20-all. Play.
So extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin, of course. Unless we got to 29 all and then it's sudden death. First to 30. Well, they've saved a match point. And now Bao Yixin and Xiaohan have a game point to send this to a third and deciding game.
Challenge.
Yu Xiaohan challenging. Call out.
Well, instinctively, I thought that was long, but what matters is what Hawkeye says. Yeah, Hawkeye agrees with both the line judge and myself.
One challenge remaining. For the sober,
This is unbelievable.
21 all. Play.
Good defense. Yeah, good pressure from the #1 seeds.
22-21.
And it's the second opportunity to book their place in the semi-final.
2. Thank you.
So match point #2 for the #1 seeds. Oh, that is a great return of serve.
22 all.
And dominance from the front from Bao Yixin. Really launches herself towards the net to return that low serve. 22 all. Excellent.
Almost missed it.
Will it be third time lucky for Matsutomo and Takahashi?
Play. Service over. 23 all.
No, this is just one of the oddest games I think I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, I think all the other players, they're going to be desperate to get some of that cool spray that Xiaohan got on her knee. Because that is something that really works. The way I see it, it's Matsutomo who's gone most off the ball with the Japanese pair.
Service over. 24-23.
Fourth match point opportunity. Kai Nakajima getting very animated at the back of the court. Japanese coach.
They agree on the tactics, the two Japanese coaches.
Oh, she's overdone it. She's nervous. You're right, Steen. She is the one that's struggling right now. Misaki Matsutomo.
They're doing a good job of playing past Matsutomo on the defense, the Chinese pair.
Yeah, good rally.
Service over. 25-24.
So it will be a 5th match point opportunity for the Japanese pair.
Yep.
So will she flick again, or will she dare to serve low? No, there's the flick again. Oh, don't believe it! Oh! How on earth did the Chinese pair keep that shuttle coming back? And in desperation to try and finish off the rally, once again Matsutomo making the error. This was the one. How did that come back?
You quickly, huh?
Look at the reaction. How did you get that, Yixin? 25 all.
You want serve. You want serve.
Yeah, well spotted umpire. Player from China are about to serve. Got it all sorted now. It's Xiaohan. Brilliant. The crouch drive defense from Xiaohan.
26-25.
And now the number 14 seeds have a second opportunity to send this quarter-final to a deciding game. And this is it. It's one game all. And who would have thought at 1-14 down and 2-15 down we would ever be saying we will be treated to a third and deciding game. 2 minutes shy of the hour mark, and it's one game all.
And the only time I've wished I could understand Japanese. I really want to hear what the coaches are saying.
你后面让他动起来就好了，你知道吗？你前面有点不坚决，不是你前面有点不动，先断先打，一个节奏加起来你前面先在，
然后你要记住，他从他的头部杀小对角的时候，他就我们打对角，まだでかいわでかいわ。もうプレッシャーあるよでかいわでかいわ。今そーっといっぱい取れるぐらい今全部出して長くなるし構わない。ちょっともう一回ポジションちょっとさやって どっちみち今もう2点負けてるショートしてカットしてそれでいいね大丈夫じゃあちょっと少しのスペースだと上手に使うね
とりあえず相手をネット前にダッシュ置いたからスマッシュからカットしてネット前に出してから
予想通りだから必ずみんなが出てくるね自分もう一回立て直すようにここから本番の勝負ね大丈夫もう一回立て直すね
スマッシュっていうのは一回ロンカットでしまうちょっと言ってよカットでしまう大丈夫大丈夫もう一回
大丈夫大丈夫もう一回立て直すよ大丈夫よね
Thank you,
最
coach.
後の球勝負
Thank you.
ねここ忘れちゃうねできる
Well, sport can be so unpredictable. Who on earth would have thought we'd have a third and deciding game? I was saying I thought the Chinese pair may quit from the match, retire injured. You're right about that. Cold spray is
Final
wonders.
game. Love all.
And until I saw the face of the Japanese players in this interval here, I would have them as favorite to win the match anyway. But their faces, it was like, it was grimaces. It was like they were embarrassed almost that they've blown that big lead. And I don't know how that is going to affect them.
No, exactly, because as much as all you coaches and the sports psychologists say you've got to forget what's happened before and start again.
You can't. Forget it. No.
You can't forget you've been 15-2 up in the second game of the match.
And this pair, they're never being allowed to forget this game by their teammates.
No. No, that's definitely wide.
It's just a matter of how severe. Oh, did she touch it?
Yeah, she's has been judged to have touched it.
Perfect play by the Chinese pair. Targeting Matsutomo.
Yep, well taken. That's what she was doing so well in the opening game.
Service over, 2-all.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Park Jubong looking quite so bemused.
Oh.
Park Jubong, the head coach to the Japanese team. Yep, well taken.
Service over.
There he is on the right as we look at them.
Yeah, and think of the situation.
7 times World Championship medalist himself. 5 gold medals. He knows what it takes.
Yeah, and think of the situation. They've been seeded. They've been top seeded at previous World Championships. Never delivered. Then they win the Olympic gold after being in dire straits in the final, in the third game, down 16-19. They come here, they survive a match against their compatriots yesterday and seemingly have an easy match here and are gold medal favorites. And now they have to struggle for their life again.
Service over, 3-all. Yes, change it.
Big serve is long.
Service over, 4 3. Service over, 4-all.
Good judgment.
Service over, 5-4. Service over, 5-all.
And if we think back at the
Service over,
first game, one of the things that was a little bit
6-5.
hard to understand was how content the Chinese were playing the defense there. And I think the rest of the match have shown how wrong that tactical approach was. It's when they're attacking, they're putting pressure on the Japanese pair.
7-5.
Well, the first time in this deciding game there's been, oof, crikey, that was only long by a whisker. There's been more than a
Misaki,
point
ready?
difference between the two pairs.
Oh!
8-5.
I don't think they're getting out of this, Matsutomo and Takahashi.
No.
Service over, 6-8.
Perfect.
Service over,
Really got her number in the defense,
6.
Matsutomo.
Yeah.
Service over, 7-9.
And they still walk around the court, Japanese pair, as if they feel sorry for themselves. And one of the things that sometimes helps is that you try and get a little sound on and high-five each other when you actually win rallies, even though it's planned in the beginning. It actually affects your emotions.
8-9.
Across the body of Bao Yixin.
9-all. Service over. 10-9. Service over. 10-all.
Yeah, that's dropped long of the back line, and it is the #1 seeds who have the advantage at the change of ends, albeit just one solitary point. .71 minutes into the match. Well, Juvon, you know, never lost a final. 5 gold medals at World Championships. 3 times in mixed doubles, twice in men's doubles.
Yeah, there was one World Championships where he went in doubles categories to try his luck in singles, but got injured 14 days ahead of the championships. I think he played a couple of matches and won a couple of matches, but not enough to get a medal.
Yep. 11-10. Play.
Good defence. Yeah, and it was that defensive shot from Bao Yixin, driven back, that changed the whole momentum of that rally.
Service over.
This is a very difficult one to call, isn't it, Steen? Because it's been such an odd match.
It's been an odd match, and the game is odd right now. It's
yes,
yeah, it's messy. Japan playing for the first World Championship medal, and Yixin and Xiaohan can secure a Chinese final berth.
Service over. 12-all.
Yes, because the #4 seeds, Cheng Ching-Cheng and Jia Yifan, have already booked their place in this top half of the draw in the semi-final stage. So if it was to be an all-Chinese semi-final, of course, a guaranteed final berth, as you point out.
13-12.
Yixin, who in my opinion is the dominant player with the Chinese pair dominating the front court. Xiaohan doing well in putting pressure on the Japanese pair with
13
powerful smashes from the back court. That's well played.
That's good.
So important that Matsutomo reads the drop shot from Xiaohan.
Oh.
Well, that was going well wide. Oh, good net shot from you, Xiaohan.
Service over. 14-all. Play.
Was that a nervous-looking shot? Or just a bit of a miss hit?
15-14.
How strange it might sound, then some of the thoughts that comes up in the head of the Japanese pair here is, what are we going to say afterwards if we lose this?
I think your comment earlier about they look and probably feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Well, the hand is a lifeline.
15-16.
Because the momentum, I felt, had been with the Chinese player.
Well, she stepped up, Matsutomo, in the Olympic final, and she definitely needs to step up now, in my opinion.
It's landed in.
Yeah.
Kept in with the sideways drift, and it's all level. One game all, 16 all. Yep, on the line. It's gone wide. And on a run of 3 straight points, the Olympic champions with their noses in front once again. What a challenge.
Service over. 17
No
all.
challenge.
No, it was quite a bit long in my opinion. Well, it was long, but not quite a bit.
17 all.
Misaki, get ready.
Well taken. You said she needed to step up to the plate.
18,
She did in that
17.
rally. Matsutomo.
How are you? How are you?
They're in the wrong formation. Yep, well spotted umpire. He's been sharp today. Good low serve. Two points away
19-17.
from the World Championship semi-final and a first ever medal for this Japanese pair. But considering they had 5 match point opportunities in the second, it's going wide. Oh, it's called in. Challenge, yes. Challenge there.
Misaki, Matsumoto, challenge call in.
Oh, this is vital.
Could it be one of those inches in that we've seen a couple of times?
Millimeters in. Or millimeters out. It's millimeters in.
It is.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 18-19. Play.
The error from Yixin,
Match point 18.
and it's a 6th match point opportunity for the Olympic champions. I don't believe it.
I actually think Xiaohan, she moved too early. She was on her way backwards.
It's still match point, remember, for the Japanese pair. A 7th match point opportunity in total. And this time, they convert. My goodness me, what a match. 21-19 in the deciding game, an hour and 24 minutes. Well, that was one of the most extraordinary matches I think I've ever witnessed.
Ayaka, Takahashi, 21-13, 25-27, 21-19.
Winning on their 7th match point. An hour and 24 minutes. Well, that was extraordinary, having been 14-1 and 15-2 up in that deciding game. And it rounds off what has been a morning, afternoon session of tremendous badminton. Of course, we started with men's singles and the world #1, the #1 seed, Song Wan-ho, had to battle away in that second game. He also had a great big lead. He had been 16-5 up against Shrikant Skadambi, eventually winning that second game 21-18. Then it was the reigning world junior champion who beat the former world champion, Chen Yufei, coming from 10-13 down in the second, winning through in an hour and 3 minutes, 21-12, breaking the hearts of the Thailand fans. Then Victor Axelsen, well, he could have finished it in 2 straight games too, because he had 2 match points in that second game, but eventually coming through in an hour and 14 minutes against Chao Tien-Chen. Then in the women's singles, the Olympic silver medalist was absolutely outstanding today against the tall Sun Yu from China. That's the most convincing victory she's ever had over that Chinese player. 21-14, 21-9 in just 39 minutes. And as we've just witnessed, an extraordinary match with the Olympic gold medalists, Matsutomo and Takahashi in the women's doubles. A game and 15-2 up. It went the full distance, having failed to convert 5 match points in that second game, and eventually won the match on their 7th match point. Well, there's still plenty more action to come here on quarterfinals day. The second session will be starting in about an hour and 10 minutes, and it features former European champions in the men's doubles, Conrad and Colling, up against Komura and Sonoda. And then there's British interest in the next 2 matches, because the European champions, Chris and Gabby Adcock, are in action against the 2 left-handers from Hong Kong. Then Kirsty Gilmore makes history as the first ever player from Scotland to reach a World Championship quarter-final in either of the singles disciplines. The first quarter-finalist from a British player for 10 years. She's up against the silver medalist from the last World Championships, Saina Nehwal. Then it's men's doubles, and the All England champions, the hugely entertaining Gideon and Sukamolio, are up against Chai Biao and Hong Wei. And then the evening session is finished off by the world #1s in the mixed doubles, Zheng Shiwei and Cheng Ching Cheng, up against the Indonesians, Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto. My goodness, what a day it's been. It really has been tremendous. Don't forget, we're back in a little over an hour's time. Until then, from all of us here in Glasgow, bye for now.